So in today's video, I'm going to discuss something that I've already made a video on, but this is an updated video. And what is that? Finding the tempo to your session, to your sample. Here's the thing. What's going to separate this video from a previous video, I'm going to show you some things that can actually happen in the real world. So I have this track here. Let's play that back. Great. Now, I do have a click track. Now, I'm a bit old school. So when I learned how to produce, I learned on an MPC 2000 XL. I like the click. So with the Pro Tools Click 2 plugin, I set it to MPC. So you get the classic. Okay, let's go to the beginning. We're going to use tap to transient by using the tab key on your keyboard. You want to make sure your grid is set. Usually when I get sessions, they're in slip. So you want to make sure you put it in grid. So right away, I can tell you that this one's going to be one of those easy ones. So what I like to do when I see stuff like this, I'll just put it right on the grid. And as you can see, it's on bar 3. So now the tempo's on, let's play. Me personally, I don't like to go all the way to the beginning. I want to give myself some headroom. For some reason, I've always done this. Instead of starting at bar 1, I'll just give myself the headroom. But wait a minute, Ray, you at bar 2. Well, we can fix that. Tap to transient, Control I. Now I'm going to set this to bar 1. So now I'm at bar 1. So when I'm producing, I got a little bit of room there. Great. So let's move on to the next example. If we zoom in, this one starts at bar 3. So let's play that back. Right away, this one isn't going to be as easy as the other one. Well, actually, you know what I want to do? I want to set this back to the beginning. I want to set this to bar 2. Tap to transient. Set that to bar 1. And what I want to do, I want to count bars. Well, actually, let me take off the click track. Okay, now that I established how many bars, I'm going to tap, but this time it's going to go to the end, just like this. Now, when you're tapping and it's doing this, that's because you're tapping to transient. So you want to shut that function off. So it's going to take you right to the end of the loop. And we're going to Control I, and I'm going to put it to bar 3. So now let's give myself some headroom. Did you notice Pro Tools automatically figured out the tempo? So now we're going to use the tap to tempo function. This is how people usually do it. So how do you do that? You use the T key on your keyboard. So you want to click right here. Tempo. Well, you know what? We already know that it's 120. Let's change it to 60. And we're going to press play. While it's playing, we're going to click 60. And I'm going to just hit the T key and see if we can figure out the tempo. So by using the tap to tempo function, I figured out the tempo of the loop. Pretty cool. So here's one that can actually happen. Now, this might be a bit extreme, but let's see if we can fix it. So we have the first sample that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and then we have the one that I just previously showed you. So actually, let me mute the click. So how do we deal with this? We need to lock all of this in. So let's go ahead and count some bars. So if this was an actual session, I would actually do every 4 bars. That way, Pro Tools will automatically adjust the tempo every 4 bars. It's actually pretty easy, not that complicated. And now let's turn on the click and let's play all of that back. We did it. It's all lined up to the grid. We counted the bars and Pro Tools automatically figured out the number. I know this is a bit extreme, but I'm showing you the situations because it's happened to me where I receive a session and out of nowhere, it just completely goes into something different. Tempo changes. There are times when you have an instrumental and it slightly drifts. So by you counting the bars, Pro Tools will automatically adjust. So that's how you find the tempo to your song, your session, your sample. But what happens the source material wasn't recorded to a click track. That's a different video. I hope you got something out of this.